Far-right activists and anti-racism groups clashed in cities across the United Kingdom on Saturday following a stabbing attack at a dance class in northwest England earlier in the week, which resulted in 3 girls being killed and several others injured. False claims that the teenage suspect in the attack is a radical Muslim migrant have intensified tensions, leading to confrontations between anti-immigration groups and police. Despite a court order lifting the suspect's anonymity to address misinformation, unrest persists across the nation. In Stoke-on-Trent, bricks were thrown at officers, and in Hull, windows of a hotel housing migrants were smashed. In Liverpool, a police officer was kicked off his motorbike. Scuffle was also reported in Belfast, Manchester, and Nottingham. The unrest follows a day of violent protests in Sunderland, where the protesters hurled beer barrels and rocks at police, setting fire to a car and a nearby building, and resulted in 10 arrests. 17-year-old identified as Axel was arrested following the attack on children at a Taylor Swift-themed summer dance class in Southport. Axel faces charges of murder for deaths of Alice De Silva, who's 9, LZ 7, Babe King 6, as well as 10 counts of attempted murder. Many protests have been organized online by far-right groups using phrases like "enough is enough," "save our kids," and "stop the boats." Counter-protests are expected from groups such as Stand Up to Racism, which opposes Islamophobia and far-right extremism. UK Prime Minister Starmer called the protest an organised, violent thuggery and said it has no place on UK streets.
I utterly condemn the far-right thuggery we've seen this weekend. Be in no doubt, those that have participated in this violence will face the full force of the law. The police will be making arrests, individuals will be held on remand, charges will follow, and convictions will follow. This is not protest. It is organised, violent thuggery, and it has no place on our streets or online. People in this country have a right to be safe, and yet we've seen Muslim communities targeted, attacks on mosques, other minority communities singled out, Nazi salutes in the street, attacks on the police, wanton violence alongside racist rhetoric. So no, I won't shy away from calling it what it is: far-right thuggery. If you target people because of the colour of their skin or their faith, then that is far-right, and I'm prepared to say so. But it doesn't matter what apparent motivation there is. This is violence, it is not protest. It doesn't matter what the motivation is. The motivation for the vast majority of people in this country is to see their streets safe. And that's what I'm determined that we will deliver. I think there needs to be the full force of the law. And I think it needs to be swift. What happened in 2011 was that we were able to see individuals who took part in violence arrested, charged, remanded and convicted very swiftly. Standing arrangements are in place for that, and we will do whatever it takes to ensure that the message is absolutely clear that if you're taking part in this violence, you will regret it and you'll be brought to justice as quickly as possible. Thank you very much.
For more updates, keep watching the Indian Express.